Moving closer to the digital cashless society. All praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Ishra Chanak coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem. Yahushai Bahashem Rachak Wadash. This is going to be an in-transit lesson, relatively short, Lord's will. And this is kind of like a lamb back, to the elder Yashawamba, his news and prophecy, 5/15/2024, cashless. About 13 minutes in, and I'm driving, listening to it. And, got some clips, Australia. And I've been seeing that news on Australia, how their banks are basically going cashless. You're not able to withdraw money from the banks. I'm pretty sure you can deposit, but you can't withdraw actual cash. If you want cash, they won't give you your cash. Pretty much China is cashless. You have a lot of test grounds, different countries that are pretty much test grounds for the elites, because that's the next stage to the MOTB, basically, is the cashless society. And they're going to use different crises to bring in the cashless society. One of those, a major one, is going to be major cyber attacks on the grid. I believe that's going to be the one that's going to really push, especially America, the U.S., because all these other nations, they're actually moving towards cashless, and America's kind of like bucking up against it. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to use major events, terrorist attacks, which the cyber attack is going to be, deemed as a terrorist attack. They're going to use climate, climate things, different strange climate events. You see what I'm saying? They're going to use a lot of order out of chaos. Let me type this in: order out of chaos. And the elites, they're coming down on the earth. Revelation 12:12. This is why things are moving so quick, so fast. Give me a second. I don't know why I did that. Order out of chaos. Latin. Yeah, the Latin phrase ordo ab chaos translates to order out of chaos. It is also the motto of the 33rd degree of Masons, which we know all these government officials, individuals that are in government. We know the so-called illuminated ones, right? The individuals that actually run this country. We know that, even the founding fathers, they were the so-called founding fathers of America. They were 33 degree Masons. Okay, and this is how they've been moving forward. Okay, I'm going to hold this real quick. Let me just get this scripture in Revelation, where it said he had two horns like a lamb, but spake as a dragon. Okay, Revelation 13. I'm holding that. But let me go back. We know that all these individuals, they're all Masons. Okay? The motto of the 33rd degree Masons is sometimes used to describe the idea that Masons bring order out of chaos. The phrase implies that chaos is the source of suffering and disarray in the human spirit. Yeah, and through that, they're able to manipulate the people by causing the people to throw away all discernment and judgment, which they're reprobates anyway. But if the people knew what the elites are doing, then the elites wouldn't be able to do it. So the whole C-19, that was all part of it. He took a big leap, a big jump in his agenda, because he's been trying to do that about every 100 years. He tries to push the whole the vaccine, and he was able to do it. And that this suffering precedes a path of peace and brotherhood, and it's not a peace to, especially not to the Israelites, not to the. Let me get that in Revelation 12. Peace and brotherhood. That's not going to bring in peace and brotherhood. That their artificial creation of suffering that they're placing upon the people, that's not going to lead to order, or that's not going to lead to peace and brotherhood. That's going to lead to all-out destruction. Okay, and really, if you want to be technical, the Most High, Yahweh through his son Yahushai, they are allowing chaos, all right, through Esau, Edom, their left-hand side, to prosper at the moment. And through all that chaos, Yahushai, the right hand, is going to come to bring in an order. So it's really the tactic of order out of chaos is from the Heavenly Father. Okay, because through this chaos, the elect are going to be are being woken up. And we know how our people are. You know, they're hard-headed. You know, you got to continually tell them, you know, what they need to be doing for them to do it. And a lot of times they need, you know, they need a push in that direction, and that push is going to be them judgments. Through the fear of the Lord, we persuade men, right? So through the fear, the Most High is going to bring down on the earth. The elect are going to, a lot of the elect, and then inevitably the elect are going to be sealed through the chaos. Okay, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, because the agenda and this cashless society, which Esau knows that this cashless society is a plot, a scheme to take away their rights and to make them ultimately slaves. They know, Esau knows that. You Israelites, you don't know that. You don't have no clue. Okay, they'll be able to shut down your account. If you said something online that they didn't like, they'll be able to shut it off easily. I mean, in a lot of cases they can do that now, but you can kind of move around the system depending on how you pivot yourself. But the new system that's coming, that's being set up, they control everything. All right, so they want to turn up your account, or they want to stop you from buying particular items. Say you bought too much of a particular item that they think it can be harmful to their government, or just because they want to do it, they're gonna shut you off from that. That's all part of the woe. Not just actual, death coming. Not just that. That's part of the woe too. 2 Ezra 15. The Lord will bring, He'll send those plagues, pestilence, death, destruction, all that, plagues, but also in the form of economic trouble. Because when you're in economic trouble, that plays on your physical. When you're in financial trouble, okay, when you don't have money, when you're broke, all right, that puts you in a different spirit. So that's part of the devil's plan, all to hoard you into this system. It says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, and this is part of his wrath, is to bring the whole world cashless, okay, digital money, in order for the MOTB system to work. The MOTB system, which is a digital system, cannot and will not work until, or will not be established until the cashless society is established. And they're going to use chaos again, multiple events, one of those events, or it could be a string of events, a string of cyber attacks that basically brings down the old grid, okay, to bring up the new system. That's what's coming, and we're warning you Israelites about this. But videos like this really don't get too many hits. Jake like controversy. Our people, they like entertainment. I get it, but we're not in the time of entertainment. Okay, give me a second. It says, having great wrath because he knoweth that he has but a short time. He actually understands he actually understands the awakening of the Israelites. He understands what that entails. He opens up the scriptures. He has his left hand, priesthood. They go into scriptures. They go into particular things as far as prophecy is concerned. They understand spiritual things on the left hand side. Okay, signs, right? Because they practice divination on the left hand side. So the Most High opens up certain of their minds. Like you had Balaam. Balaam was an individual that the Most High opened, heathen that the Most High opened their eyes to. Okay, just give me a second. Come on, bro. Don't back up. Give me a second. Give me a, these people, man. These people. Where was I at, man? Because he knoweth that he has but a short time. And what I was speaking about, how Esau knows that there's a great awakening taking place, and he understands history as well. He understands what things happen, okay, in the past, how the Rome was taken down by the Israelites, and he doesn't want to make that excuse again, okay? So he's gonna do everything in his power, all right, to stop this awakening. All right. Let me go to Revelation 13. I'm trying to, man, this is just ridiculous, but it's okay. No worries. Bear with me. I got a spot anyway, so that's all the spirit. The Wadi Abashmashai. These people is crazy, man. Okay, let me just finish up here, because his whole plan is to use this chaos to bring in this cashless society. Because who will want to go digital? Nobody wants to go digital. The system works fine. Physical money, it works fine. I mean, the majority of transactions are already digital. But just taking that element of physical money out of the equation brings a level of control that's on a whole nother level, that empires and kings of old did not have that type of power. Because if you were a merchant, right? If you were a mercenary, if you were, another king or whatever, another province, and you say you found a gold vein, or you had gold coins, you can save your money, save gold, you can hide it, right? You can hire an army, you're self-sustaining. Okay, the king couldn't come and just take your gold away. They needed a physical army to come and do that, and he can't do that to everybody. But with this system, everything is digital, and all nations accepting this system. All right, he can do that. He can shut you off. He can shut you off with with a keystroke. Okay, and no matter where you go, all right, no matter where you go, you're in that system, you're in that pit. And he does this through chaos, of course, as we were speaking about, but also through his government. Let me read this, because the whole time, America's been corralled into this digital system through these different presidents that come in office, and through executive orders, through different bills that are passed, okay, different bills that are vetoed, whatever it may be, new legislation written. It's all everything that's happened has led America to this very moment, in which now you have nations like Australia that are going cashless, Canada, okay, many more. Okay, Revelation 13 and 11, it said, "And I beheld another beast come up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, which a lamb is a very docile animal." And that's how America paints itself, as, you know, this two-party system, the two horns like a lamb, right? This two-party system in which the people have a choice, a democracy. The people actually have a choice, okay? And you hold the power of the government. So it seems benevolent. It seems peaceful. Oh, peaceful. If you don't like something, you peaceably protest and they'll change the law. That still hasn't happened. Okay? And he had two horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. But the whole time he's actually speaking like a dragon. These are all draconian laws. Oh, when I was going into San Francisco earlier, I was going to an herb shop to go pick up some herbs. Basically, you had highway patrol maybe every 100 yards on the bridge, just posted. And one thing came to mind was a police state. Now, I believe that's because over the last couple of months with this Gaza thing, you had these protesters that will shut down the bridge. You know, they'll organize and they'll shut down the bridge, and that takes up, I mean, for hours. Okay, and that's a main hub of traffic going in and out of the city. It's literally only really one way within that area. I mean, you will have to go all the way around. It will take you a lot longer to go across the Golden State Bridge, and maybe they did it there as well. So through that chaos, and you probably seen it on the news, maybe not. Through that chaos, now they have more police presence, right? They were doing that in New York as well, with all the issues with the New York subway station. They had all them police only for a moment, but as things get hotter, we're going to see more of a police state, okay? More of a police presence with automatic weapons. It's going to be more it's going to be more militarized. And that's pretty much there to make sure you are in line with this system. Because you're going to have people that's going to be mad about this digital system. They're going to try to destroy infrastructure like they was trying to destroy those single head towers. Okay. And he exercised all the power of the first beast, which the first beast was the Roman Empire. And you have that same Roman Empire now is fulfilled in America, NATO, and the EU, which are all Edomite nations. Even Turkey, which is part of NATO, they're an Edomite nation. Okay, them Ottoman Turks are Edomites, which mingled with them Arabs. And he causeth the earth and all that is dwelled therein to worship the beast whose deadly wound was healed. And we're seeing that now. All these countries, they all are so-called democratic republics. There's a voting system, and through that voting system, they've been able to deceive the people into thinking that you actually have a choice. Even when you vote in your president, the votes don't even actually count. There's something called electoral college, and they make sure that they actually don't, educate the American people of how the government actually really works. Okay, I'm done there. Let me close it up there. This was just kind of like a quick little video going into that. But basically, we're coming into this digital society, man. We're coming into a cashless society, and we're pretty much cashless now. Most people don't use cash. Now, maybe you pay your barber, but a lot of that's digital transactions, Venmo and Cash App and stuff like that. But people do use cash. The point is that them taking the ability away from you using cash, they control all transactions. Now that's on a digital ledger. They can see all transactions going on. Okay, meaning if they don't like a certain transaction, they can cut it off. They don't like a certain talking point. They don't like you protesting. They don't like what you're saying. They don't like your channel with your followers. They're going to cut your shit off. And this is where that whole system in Revelation 13, and we would have kept reading down how he calls of all, that same cashless system is now going to be fulfilled and used within a microchip that he says that he wants to place under your skin or in your forehead. So I'm going to close it there until next time. Shalom to the elect.